everyone. I'm here with
Emily. You can introduce me. I don't have to say anything.
Emily, also known as Macapaka, because I've been a lot of my Twitch friends making their way over to my YouTube. Those who don't know, Emily's my awesome twin sister, and today we're gonna build a Kit Kat Christmas cabin because we're too scared to try a real gingerbread house.
We tried decorating like gingerbread biscuits, and even that didn't work out very well. The structural ability, there was no structuralness of the biscuits.
So we went with a kilo of Kit Kats instead. It's 932
oh my god,
grams.
it's literally nearly a kilo.
So I saw this at work while I was working, and I was like, ooh, that kind of looks cool, and I did totally spend $40 on this. So.
Well, it's like a kilo of chocolate. Of course, it's gonna be like $40.
So it's got a baking guide, not a build guide. Sorry, you're not gonna bake it. What you need: 1 teaspoon, 1 microwave, a microwave-safe bowl, baking paper.
Hang on, I can't get things out that quickly.
Oh wait, we need more stuff. Your friends or family. So, what we have is your mum, your dad, 5 regular chocolate Kit Kat bars. 6. Sorry, I can't count apparently. So we got 6 of those. This isn't sponsored by Kit Kat, by the way. Milky Bar Kit Kat. That's actually, I don't like the Milky Bar Kit Kat. It tastes stale. Yeah. 2 Smarties packets. Smarties kids are Weet-Bix kids. Got some raspberries. We got Santa.
We got a Kit Kat Santa.
And we got some white chocolate melts.
Melting.
I probably would have saved money if I just bought all this individually, but where's the fun in that?
You didn't introduce what else we're doing.
Oh, the most important part, because fart. Did I just say fart?
You did. I was just thinking.
The most important part. We decided to make this a bit more interesting because who wants to just watch 2 people, well, 2 weirdos making a Kit Kat gingerbread house thing, cabin, I think, cabin kit. So we decided to do Emma the Butthole, because we decided to call it, because everyone's taking their own twists on what they call these things. But it's pretty much Emma the Arsehole on Reddit, but we're going to change it to Butthole because that's cooler. So Emily's going to read them out, I know, we're still deciding on that bit, this is kind of like a last minute thing. And while we're building this, so you have some sort of interesting thing going on.
Will I be the butthole if I told my family I would not be coming down for Christmas after excluding me from a family cruise?
You do you, bro.
Let's see. We got some background. So I, 26 female, have 2 kids, 4 years and 6 months with my boyfriend, 34 male. And we've been together for about 5.5 years. When I was 19, I moved about 9 hours away. And once I had kids, I started going back to my hometown for holidays so my grandma and my family could see my kids. Last year, I didn't make it home as I was 35 weeks pregnant and graduating college.
Yeah.
My grandma turns 80 next year and my family decided to go on a family cruise to Alaska.
Slow.
And me and my partner are the only ones who are not invited.
Bitch.
It's a bit rude, isn't it? Found out about the cruise from my uncle who lives about 30 minutes away from me last December, and that I was not included. Does that make sense? I texted my sister and my aunt about how I was hurt that I wasn't included and what the deal was. No answer. So I called my grandma. Well, she was very vague about the whole thing, and I guess it was a surprise for her birthday, which I did not know. If I had, I never would have said anything to her.
Oh, also, they haven't been on the cruise yet. I thought they've already been and gone.
Oh yeah, so she must have.
So she ruined the surprise.
Anyways, my aunt and sister eventually tell me that they were just waiting till after Christmas to invite me and that I was included. Well, I was included. Well, Christmas came and went and I never received any information on it. This girl needs to learn what commas are because, man, this is context. Also, at my graduation / baby sprinkles... What?
Baby sprinkles?
I don't know what baby sprinkles
Are they like the tiny babies you get off eBay or something?
My aunt tells me, well, instead of the family cruise, we are going to send you on a Disney cruise when your new baby turns 4. Oh, is baby sprinkles maybe like a baby shower? Yeah, so on a Disney cruise with your new baby turns 4. Such a random thing. When I thought, which I thought was weird because how does that equate to the same as a family cruise? And also I can afford to send myself and my family on our own Disney cruise if we wanted to do that. Righto. I literally took my family to Disney World earlier that October. Anyways, I recently went back home so my family could meet the new baby. It's gonna be, I think, 10 of those with like, I made the lights flipper. There you go. Which hang on, where are we up to? Anyways, I recently went back home to my family so they can meet my new baby. And the cruise gets brought up multiple times.
Sorry.
And now the cruise, now the excuse is, well, this just isn't a cruise for kids. Which again is weird because I've gone on vacation without my kids, and if they wanted an adult-only cruise, that's fine. I could make that work. The whole situation is weird and hurtful, and I'm convinced my family does not like me. They love me. Sorry, does not like me. They do love me, but they just don't like me. Righto. I just wanted to tell them that I'm not coming to Christmas. Would I be the a-hole to tell them that?
I mean, they danced around the truth, so that's a bit of a bitch move to start off with. You know, like, I don't blame her for not wanting to go to Christmas because it's probably just too soon. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, yes, it's rude not to invite your family, but it's also incredibly entitled to expect to be invited to everything.
Yeah,
And I'm sure there'll be other people that aren't invited as well.
But isn't she like a daughter?
Was she? Well, there's an edit. So since a lot of people are confused, I'm going to give a better timeline. I don't think you really... Because like
I don't think a timeline. I didn't know your relation to these people.
Like, I don't think... I think she's more upset because of her. She mentions her and her partner at first, and she's like, oh, but I'm not there. I'm not going to be there. So I do feel like there's a bit of entitlement going on there, and I feel like there's some context missing from this, because I wouldn't just not invite her to a cruise.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, so edit. Since a lot of people are confused, I'm going to give a better timeline. My baby is currently 6 months old. I was 35 weeks pregnant with her when I found out about the cruise. The cruise isn't until 2025, and the baby will be around 18 months old. If it was... But she's pregnant.
What?
Oh, hang on. Okay, so the baby, so she's had the baby since making this post, so baby is currently 6 months old. She was 35 weeks pregnant at the time when she found out about the cruise, right? Cruise isn't until 2025, and the baby will be around 18 months old. Must be pretty late next year then. And an almost 5-year-old, oh sorry. Oh no, I'm lost again. And the baby will be around 18 months old. If it was an adult-only cruise, I would 100% respect that, and I would find childcare or I would not go, but I believe that should be my decision to make. But like, it's also their decision to invite you, you know what I mean? You don't have to invite. Anyway, even if it wasn't adult only, I probably still wouldn't bring an 18-month-old and an almost 5-year-old on the cruise. I might, but I probably wouldn't. It would depend on a lot of things, but again, I feel like it should be my decision. Now she's pretty much admitting she doesn't really want to go.
This is my mum's, so it's her...
Hang on. So, I'm not made it to that part. No, I do not dump my kids on other people or take advantage to any extra help. Oh, so some people must have been in the comments going like, oh, you're so ready just to flick your kids away, that kind of thing.
And to get a free trip.
Yeah. Also, no, my kids do not have terrible behaviour and they are very normal and do age-appropriate things.
Define normal! I dare you!
I am a very active parent. I do not let things slide and I discipline when necessary. I have never destroyed or ruined anything, neither have I, and I do not own anyone. I'm sure she means I do not owe anyone money. This is my mum's side of the family. My mum and dad are divorced and it was a terrible divorce. They do not speak. Secondly, the only people that currently speak to my mum are me and my uncle, sometimes my grandma. The reason my family and my mum don't speak have nothing to do with me or the cruise or why I wasn't invited. Yes, me and my sister also have the same mum. Also, my family is not racist. They love my partner. Like, there was no mention of the partner being, like, of a different race. Yeah, edit 2. I do not expect anyone but me to pay for me or my family / partner on the cruise. I don't think she's quite getting that she doesn't need to be invited either. I can understand it's upsetting and it's a bit like, I think she's just crying.
I reckon
she's done something to hurt her family.
She would have had to have done something to
Yeah.
her family.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon she is the butthole?
I don't know. I'm a bit inconclusive because I don't know what she's done prior to not be invited. Because surely there's a spiteful reason that she wasn't invited. But at the same time, they did dance around the fact that they said that she was invited and then they said that they're going to put her on a different cruise kind of thing. And so obviously they didn't want her to be there. So I don't know if she's done something or something like that, but her making a big deal about it might be a bit of a how you go and move. I don't think either parties are helping the situation.
No, that's what I was about to say. I don't think she's the butthole for feeling upset about not being invited. It's very valid. You feel upset when you're not invited to family things because you want to be part of your family. But I do believe she is the butthole for the way she is reacting. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You've made some walls.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to dry.
I don't think we accounted for how long it was going to take to dry. Am I the butthole for not wanting to host Christmas after the family stole all the Thanksgiving leftovers?
No, absolutely not. If anyone steals any leftovers from my household, your death warrant is out to get you.
We always have so much leftovers after every Christmas. Like, obviously in Australia we don't really have anything like Thanksgiving or anything, we just have Christmas. And obviously it's dependent on religious status, but for our family, our mum always sets up such a huge like banquet of like Christmas food. We do a very English style Christmas, I'd say, usually. This year we're actually changing it up for the first time ever, which will be very, very interesting. And we always love hosting Christmas and everything. I don't even remember, stealing leftovers. So typically, like, we'll have a humongous lunch to the point where we are still exploding at the seams by dinner time rolling round. Like, you're probably a little bit hungry where you'll have some, like, chips and some lollies and some whatever else is out there, like cheese
just
and crackers.
Like social eating.
Like just snacking, I guess. And but as soon as like everyone's gone to bed, everyone's like in bed by 8 o'clock easily. When midnight rolls around, it's usually a fight in the fridge for whatever leftovers are in there. And I still haven't forgiven Dad for when I was like, 12 years old, I think I was, 12, 13 years old. When I went to the fridge to go grab one of the last Yorkshire puddings. If you don't know what a Yorkshire pudding is, you have to try it because they're brilliant. And I was so excited, I was like, yes! I noticed some left, walked over, my dad just took the final bite of the last Yorkshire pudding that was in the fridge. I've never hated a family member so much in my life in that moment. Be like, oh my God, you just took something that I was so excited for, and it took a lot of motivation with my Christmas belly trying to get out of bed to go grab this Yorkshire pudding. Okay, so am I the butthole for not wanting to host Christmas after my family stole the Thanksgiving leftovers? Here we go. My husband and I hosted the family for Thanksgiving. We made 2 turkeys, a ham, 20 pounds, like 10 kilos of mashed potatoes, 2 pans of dressing, 10 kilos of potatoes. That's insane.
That is crazy. Why do mums
Like,
do
how
that?
big is their dish that they're making of mashed potatoes?
Who just wants mashed potatoes?
There's more mashed potato than there is turkey. They've got 2 turkeys, a ham, 20
Lots of
pounds of mashed
vegetarians.
potatoes, 2 pans of dressing, I don't know what that is, sweet potato casserole, the full Thanksgiving menu. So it sounds like our Christmas in a way. Just not with the 20 pounds of mashed potato, that is insane. My in-laws always bring a ton of desserts, trays of cookies, pies, rolls, etc., which really helps a lot. We had a lovely evening, good food, good drink, good company. Later in the evening, when people were packing up to go, my husband had bought some plastic leftover containers for this moment and said, help yourselves to some leftovers. Okay, so if they're saying help yourselves to leftovers.
You
then that
kind of shot yourself in the foot.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. Alright, we then went back into the front room to continue socialising. I was pretty tired and put my feet up until it came time to walk everybody out. I looked in the kitchen and saw that the food on the island and the table was put away and went to bed. The next morning, I woke up starving, dreaming of turkey, mashed potatoes and gravy. I feel like that's everyone after like Christmas morning. Just dream of leftovers.
we survive on leftovers for up to a week after Christmas.
Yeah. I opened the fridge and stood there in shock. So it was empty except a bag of turkey wings and half a bag of dressing. I thought there had to be some mistake and went to check the fridge in the garage. Nothing there either. It says evening, but I'm assuming that she meant either. When my husband walked into the kitchen, I asked him if there had been some miscommunication. Did he offer the leftover food to our relatives' charity organisation? This is such a did you offer these leftovers to the charity? It's just, it just seems so angry.
Did you? Did you?
It seems so angry.
My mashed potato's gone! All 10 kilos of it!
He had not, but he had observed another relative and his entire family carrying out the food that they had brought. Unopened dessert that the in-laws had brought, in addition to gallon Ziploc bags of the food that we had made. Did I mention I had made 20 pounds of mashed potatoes? It was a pleasure to make a meal for us to share together, and I welcomed a reasonable amount of leftovers, but to literally rob your host and take everything is out of bounds in my book. Now, I don't want to host Christmas because of this greedy behaviour. Am I the butthole?
Host? I thought she meant like, you know,
Yeah,
not
no, that's...
attend a family Christmas. Yeah, I don't blame
Yeah,
you.
no,
for not
that
wanting-
was the title.
Oh,
Not
okay.
wanting to host Christmas after the family stole the Thanksgiving leftovers.
No, because
You might have to...
hold it. I'm gonna say no because you already hosted Thanksgiving. Why is it your responsibility to host 2 holidays? That's my reasoning. You know, like why
Let
would
someone else do it. There's an edit here as well. So I've come back to say that I have had a day to think about it and a lot of really good advice from you all. I agree that I should have stayed on the job a little longer and put food away for my family's meals the next day. And then either portion the leftovers out or let them have at it afterwards. I clocked out early and that's my own fault. Why is it like sounding like a 9 to 5 job? You're supposed to like, I mean, I understand.
I'm
It's
sorry,
random
but this
enough.
is me being a single ass woman who's dealt with BS men for the last couple of years. Her husband should have gotten up and helped her out. Call me Gen Z or whatever, but he should have gotten off his ass and actually be like, hi darling, do you need a hand with anything? Did you want me to put some of this away for you? There's a thing called initiative.
Some said the intent was probably not malicious.
Yeah.
But they may have taken my and my husband's disinterest in boxing the food up as a signal that that we were done with it entirely. She also said others said it was a compliment to our cooking and that it was so tasty that it became irresistible. With a big smiley face, a blushy smiley face afterwards.
I mean, fair, but at the same time,
Oh my God.
y'all stole all my stuff. What?
A lot of you have said that you've been through similar or worse. Food
What
removed
could
from
be worse?
I'm trying to say it.
If that fell apart, I would have walked out this video. Okay, go.
A lot of you said that you've been through something similar or worse, i.e. food removed from funerals or weddings.
If some bitch stole my wedding cake, your head's
just
gonna be on a
imagining,
pike. Like,
may also host Christmas, but will be more of a potluck situation. Thank you for all your advice, even the ones that said you're the butthole. I like to think that I learned something.
yeah,
I actually kind of want to see some of the what? Why didn't your husband say anything when he saw them taking the food?
Again, this is why I'm single.
Am I the butthole for charging my sister's family to stay in my house during Christmas? That is just weird. I think charging your family.
We don't charge Brandon's family to live here during Christmas.
No, that's just weird. Charging your family. Oh my god, I just read down.
Don't make me laugh while I'm trying to concentrate.
Alright. I, 31 female, recently bought my dream home after working hard for over a decade.
Slay, well
Working hard. We
done.
love hard workers. That could be debatable.
Yes, queen.
It's a beautiful 4-bedroom place with a huge backyard and a pool.
Oh yeah, you've sold Brandon already.
I'm single and live alone.
Slay.
But I love the extra
Killing
space.
it.
That's gonna be you.
That'll be me.
I'm single and live alone, but I love the extra space and use the rooms as an office, a guest room, and a gym. Oh, we love a fit bestie. Alright. My sister, 35 female, so what, she's older, about 4 years, and her husband, and their 3 kids. I'm assuming that's 7 male, 5 female, and 3 male. Asked if they did ask her if they could stay at my place for Christmas. They live out of state and wanted to spend the holidays with our family without paying for a hotel. I mean, if you say that, can we stay with you because we don't want to pay?
If you're asking, yeah, and look, to be fair, she is a single person living in a large house.
Yeah, that's also. Anyway, let's continue. Initially I was okay with it until I remembered the absolute chaos they bring wherever they go. They stayed with me for a weekend last year and it was a disaster. The kids destroyed my sofa with markers and spilled juice on my rug, which I had to replace. My sister brushed it off saying kids are kids and they didn't offer to pay for the damage.
Kids will be kids, bro. They're just gonna
That is
destroy
so
your
rude.
entire house.
That is ridiculous. Her husband barely helped with cleaning or watching the kids. I felt like a maid in my own house.
Bruh.
This is what I was giggling at before. So this time I told her she could stay with her family, but with conditions. I sent her a house guest agreement where they agreed to, what they would have to agree to, pay an upfront $100 cleaning fee, cover any damages immediately, and pay $50 per night for utilities since heating and water costs spike in winter.
Given history, I don't blame her.
I don't think this is unreasonable. I love my family, but I also want to protect my home and avoid unnecessary stress and a headache during the holidays. But she flipped out. She called me greedy and said I was treating my family like Airbnb guests.
Well, if you're gonna treat it like an Airbnb guest.
Yeah, absolutely. She argued that it's the holiday season and I'm ruining the spirit of giving. But you're also ruining the spirit of giving by expecting. You know what I mean? Her parents are siding with her saying I'm being ridiculous and cold-hearted. Why don't they stay with her parents then? You know what I mean? I argue that this is my house and I'm not obligated to let them stay for free when I know that it will cause damage and stress and I'm sure they can afford it since they just spent thousands on a Disney trip. I'm only asking for a fraction of what a hotel would cost. Now the family is divided. My sister says I'm a butthole for prioritising my money over family. I think I'm being fair by setting boundaries, but maybe I've taken it too far. I don't know, please help. And then she's made an edit saying, for those who want to know, did it break? I thought you were actually gonna put it on there.
No.
For those who want to know, I spent at least $500 to replace my sofa and rug after the kids damaged them last time, and my sister didn't offer to help with any costs. Okay. So what do you reckon so far? Is she the a-hole? Sorry,
No.
is she the butthole? Or is
Absolutely not. If she's had a horrible experience, I don't blame her for looking at charging. Like, I'm a firm believer in not charging family, but if your family's gonna be like that, 100% do
I was
it.
going to say, there's a difference between treating family as family in the sense of not
And
charging
being
them to
taken
say,
advantage
yeah,
of.
absolutely. See which ones we telepathy. Alright. So, update. So I talked to my sister again about the charges after the initial conversation where I laid out my conditions. I even offered to remove them if they had cleaned up their mess, but she still said no and insisted I should experience her life and deal with the things the way she does. But
Sorry,
it was kind of
boo-hoo.
your sister's choice to have a family.
Boo-hoo, yeah.
I did say no at first, but she kept insisting. I decided to stay firm. I stand firm. She said she would never come back if I charged them, but I told her that if they want to stay, they need to take responsibility for the damage. She kept saying no because she just wanted to have a fun vacation without having to worry about cleaning like she does at home.
Right, you.
This is ridiculous.
No, that makes
So
sense.
I guess they won't be coming.
Yeah.
It's frustrating because I thought this was a fair compromise. I keep wondering if I should stand firm on my boundaries or let it go to keep the peace. But I know standing firm is probably right, but man, this doesn't feel good. Thanks to everyone for your advice and a few cruel words, lol. Because someone's like, yeah, she kept saying no because she wanted a fun vacation without having to worry about cleaning like she does at home. And she should find an Airbnb and hire a cleaner to go through when she leaves or stay at a hotel. So I guess they won't be coming. Okay. I keep wondering if I should stand firm on my boundaries. Yes, stand firm. You're not the butthole. It's not your duty to provide a hotel service to your sister at a much less for free. At all, much less for free. As for family who suggests you should let her stay with you, suggest they host her. That's what I was saying before. And anyway, shouldn't the kids go visit grandma and grandpa? Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. Like, the family is so caught up on why aren't you... Are you okay?
Yeah.
If the family's so caught up on not, allowing... Yeah, about her not allowing her sister staying unless she pays a fee,
Yeah.
then why aren't they offering to host their other daughter? Like, that doesn't make sense to me, because, like, obviously they know that they're troubled then. No, I don't think she's the butthole.
Absolutely not. She's sticking to her guns. That's what she's doing.
I feel like this is something you would probably do.
What? Getting ramen noodles for Christmas.
So the title for this one is, Am I the butthole for telling my family they will be getting ramen noodles for Christmas?
Probably, yeah.
I mean, yes, but I mean, I'll be happy if I got like a 5-pack of Golduck noodles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I probably wouldn't be mad about it. I would eat it.
I like to see the reasoning behind it though.
Yeah. Alright, I, 27 female, have a son, 4-year-old male, and we just moved into our first apartment this past September. After saving for almost 4 years and working 3 jobs, we are finally able to get our own place.
Slow, a little
Good
bit.
job. However, like last year, we cannot afford to get everyone gifts. I mean, that's fair. This year is especially difficult as I'm not even sure how I'm going to get my son anything. I have a list of almost 37 to 40 people total in immediate family that I typically have to get gifts for.
Immediate family.
In the past, I've tried suggesting doing Secret Santas. That'd be so much fun, which everyone seemed to go for. However, they would not want to do a separate gift exchange after, which almost defeats the purpose of doing Secret Santa. Not to mention the limit is typically set to almost $100, which I simply cannot do. I've tried to explain before that I can't afford to keep doing this and for everyone to just... Do you want some help? Okay. Kinda scared.
don't gasp yet because I gotta keep it on there. Alright, just keep talking!
Do you want me to hold it?
No, it's fine, I got it.
Alright, now you're stressing me out. Tried explaining before that I can't afford to keep doing this and for everyone to just get me anything. But it's always met with an awkward conversation. Oh, well, if you only have to spend $5, it's not that much. And no matter how much I saw, I can't, it doesn't seem to register. So this year, my family started sharing that, what they all want for Christmas. And I again said I can't do Christmas and to please not include me or my son as we won't be able to get anyone anything. It was met with the same response, so I simply said, okay. Then as everyone was sending their ideas into a group chat, I sent over the following. Hi everyone, I've said a couple of times that I can't afford to do Christmas this year, however it seems there's been some confusion as to what that means. So just to make everyone aware, you will be receiving ramen noodles as that is what I can give. Kindly send the flavour of your choice, otherwise a flavour will be given at random. Not even 5 minutes later, I sent the message. I was removed from the group and got a bunch of messages saying that I was a butthole and should have said nothing.
But they wouldn't listen to her situation.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but she's doing the right thing by putting her kid first.
I don't know what else I can do, and frankly, I'm at the point where I'm too depressed to care. So am I the butthole? That's really sad.
Have a nice Christmas at home.
I'm kind of scared that's gonna fall off on the other side there.
No, don't touch it. Okay. It's gonna hold itself up. It's gonna solidify.
Right. Okay, because it's like.
I know it's the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I just need to let it solidify.
Do you reckon she's a butthole then?
No, absolutely not. She tried explaining her situation and it just didn't happen. You know, they wouldn't listen, so...
That's a bit annoying. I probably just wouldn't go to Christmas in general. I'll just have a nice Christmas with my son at home. Alright, there was an edit. So, I mean, I kind of gathered this anyway from what she was saying. To add, I'm not making this expecting any sort of charity, nor do I want any. It's difficult enough having to admit to myself that I can't afford to do Christmas, how I've been doing it, let alone to ask anyone for anything, which I know extends from my past, but that's a story for another time. As for anyone assuming this is fake, I really wish it was. Unfortunately, this has been a recurring topic for the past few years and has only really gotten bad the past two as I was searching for a place for my son and I. As for how much I spent last year, I started purchasing gifts for my relatives back in June since I knew the list was long. That way I wasn't spending all the money at once. The majority of it went towards my son and I'm glad I was able to give him one final big Christmas while I still could. Also,
I was supposed to put these on top.
We'll just do the opposite, it's fine. Also, I've noticed people making recommendations to groups that post discounts and Amazon sales, etc. And I really do appreciate that. If anyone knows of any more pages, please let me know, as it cannot hurt to be a part of more than one. I plan on sending a message out to all my family again today explaining how I've been feeling, and I'm hoping they can listen, but who knows. Yeah, I definitely got that from what she was saying, is like she wasn't asking for them to give them anything either. Like literally saying I can't do Christmas means like I'm not expecting gifts, but I'm also not going to be able to give any.
Yeah.
That's what I'm kind of gathering from that.
Yeah.
That's all the tricky. So, what do you reckon? Is she the butthole?
No, absolutely not.
I don't think so either. Maybe it was a bit of a stretch go, like you're all getting ramen noodles.
Yeah.
But that kind of suggested that you're still able to get something, which is probably why they were also really mad. Am I the butthole for breaking up with my boyfriend after he gave me a crappy Christmas present?
That's called being an ungrateful bitch.
So I, female 28, broke up with my boyfriend, male 38, on Christmas Day after we exchanged gifts. I have a lot going on, I'm moving houses and I'm dealing with a new job position that has me feeling that I have a lot to catch up to from the past director. I set my alarm very early in the morning last week and took the time to buy him and his daughter, female 16, presents that they could enjoy. To be fair, there's an income gap between us. But even a pair of affordable earrings could have made me feel happy. Because the house is a mess, I even closed off the living room with curtains so that the stack of boxes and things wouldn't make the Christmas decorations look ugly. I made sure that the tree looked nice. I bought the food that he likes. He arrived and the first thing he did was make fun of my makeup. Oh, red flag, dude.
I would have kicked him right out of the house. I'll be like, Ben, let's try this again.
He also made fun of my Santa hat. It's so sad. It's Christmas. Of course you're gonna wear a Santa hat.
What you gotta tie him up with the Santa hat up and set him in the bathtub and light the bathtub on fire. Be like, who likes the Santa hat now? It's lit now.
Yeah. He laughs at me like I was some ridiculous cartoon. We ate and talked and I gave him my present, which was AirPods, which he loved, to the point of posting it on his Instagram. His daughter got her present, which was Hot Topic stuff. I was very glad that she loved it. He took her back to her mum's house and didn't get back in an hour, like he said. That was the Christmas arrangement. We were supposed to spend time together, but he came back about 3 hours later because his mother had visitors and he wanted to catch up. I mean, that's fair. He sat watching TV and gave me zero affection. Mean girl, sorry, but that speaks a million words there. He gave me his present, which, to be honest, I would have preferred not to get anything. I'm not a drinker, and he got me a small wine bottle that I've seen marked as $3 to $5 at the 7-Eleven. So clearly he's just gone out.
Just went out to get her Christmas presents.
Yeah, like today. I know I wasn't at my best because he said my face changed. He has a job. He could have gotten me something actually thinking of me. I felt horrible when he said he would give me an IOU and that the rest of my present was in his pants. I ignorantly thought it was some game. That maybe he hid a small gift inside his pants. Nope. I was supposed to take his boy parts as a gift.
Wow.
This guy is like 38 years old.
You're like, yeah, darling, the rest of your gift's in my pants.
I was furious. It was cheap, and while I'm very sexual, it wasn't sexy. I felt vulgar. I asked him to leave and thanked him for giving me the worst Christmas and took back my present. I cried after he left, and when he texted me if I was okay, I broke up with him and blocked him.
Valid.
His siblings have been trying to reach me. I've blocked them all. One of them accused me of being materialistic and shallow, and also said that not everyone has a fancy job and that I'm unfair for expecting a certain level of gifting. Am I the butthole?
Wasn't he the one with the fancy job?
No, she was.
Ah.
But like, are you trying to do the drippy drip? Oh no, you're doing. No, you're putting on your sad looking drippy drip.
Yeah.
If someone's like, you didn't break up with him because you're materialistic, you broke up with him because he showed his disdain, contempt, dislike, disrespect and disregard for you. And once they show it, there's no coming back from that.
Our house has nipples.
You said that so proudly.
Because I am, it's a woman.
Am I the butthole for telling my brother he cannot stay over with me for Christmas if he brings his prosthetic leg?
What?
My younger brother has a prosthetic leg. I think it's creepy AF and I have no idea where he got it. Oh, so clearly he doesn't need it.
Oh, he doesn't need it! That makes it different! Oh my god.
I'm reasonably certain that it is something I would rather not know. To be clear here, my brother has 2 perfectly healthy legs still attached to his body.
Okay, yeah, so he's just
so this
being
is kind of
a
weird,
yeah.
okay. That was definitely a clickbait. Alright. He just has this thing he takes with him everywhere. I don't know why, I don't want to know. Before you ask, yeah, it is probably a mental health thing. He wanted to stay with me rather than our parents while he's home for the holidays. I said he was welcome to stay as long as he doesn't bring that thing into my house. He said it wasn't a big deal and that he would leave it in his luggage. I agreed on that condition that if I saw it outside of his luggage in my home, then I'd had the right to destroy it. He backtracked on staying with me and is at our parents' house now, where he is miserable. I still treat him like a little boy instead of the guy who he's almost 30. And he's imagining this like grown man just like walking around with this prosthetic leg.
He might just have a mental issue though. Like,
he called me again after supper and asked if he could please stay with me. I said he could as long as we together took his thing and put it in the storage unit until he leaves. I get the key. He won't do it. When you say it like took his thing, it just sounds so weird. He won't do it. He says that I'm being a bitch for not letting him stay with me. And that I think he needs to get some therapy or some medication. Or both, or a girlfriend, a boyfriend, dog, cat, hamster, something, just not a 2D prosthetic leg. I mean, like, I don't think the prosthetic leg is actually causing any harm. Like,
No.
I don't see the true issue around.
but some people
Having
are
it.
creeped out by fake lips. Like,
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
I mean, that's true as well. But
She's
at the
probably-
same-
she-
Maybe-
I will, yeah. She might have a closeted fear of prosthetic legs.
I think this is another brother.
Or he, sorry.
This is someone. This is you. I know this is extremely distressing for you, but I'm laughing so hard.
Yeah.
At first I was like, is this butthole serious? She won't let, oh, so maybe it is girl. Sorry. She won't let her brother bring his leg. Like his whole leg, he needs to walk because he literally lost a leg in a horrible accident. But then you clarified both his healthy legs are still attached and I lost it. Not the butthole, but you and I are not the same. I would need to know all of it. Where did you get it? Why do you have it? What do you do with it? Did you steal it off a bum or something? Then I would stare at him uncomfortably until he broke and told me all of it. I may later regret my decision, but I don't often think far into the future when something catches my attention. Yeah, no, I feel like she is kind of the butthole.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I kind of agree with that commenter said. Like, you need to know the full story behind it, and maybe you could also embrace it.
Yeah, true.
But it is kind of weird for a nearly 30-year-old to be.
Carry on a comfort. Look, where did that go? Did that just? Oh, I was gonna say.
Glitch
in the matrix.
I feel like, yeah, you're kind of the butthole for the way you're reacting, the way you're treating him. But at the same time, I would also be kind of creeped out. But I wouldn't be shocked if Jess is walking around with a prosthetic leg, to be honest. My parents confessed last year that my sister was the product of my mother's affair. Am I the butthole for cutting my parents out of my life? This is a semi-long one. I don't know, like...
I would say no, because they could have been lying the entire time.
Yeah, I guess you need that
It could have
context.
been like a, a breaking the family situation.
Right. So I've cut to the chase.
Damn it! No! Sorry.
You can rebuild! So I'll cut right to the chase. I, 19 male, was always treated as the golden child of the family. Lavish birthdays, lavish gifts, lavish everything. I liked the attention initially when I was a child, but as I grew older, I grew more and more sympathetic to how my parents treated my sister, 18-year-old female. I never understood it. I initially thought it was because I was a boy and she was a girl, and that maybe they were sexist. I mean, that's a fair assumption. It wasn't that they treated her badly, it's just that she was a complete afterthought. And as I grew older, that hurt me a lot as well. I started working part-time jobs at 14 and started saving up money to get her birthday gifts and other gifts. It wasn't much, but it had enough thought and effort, something which my parents lacked. It was pretty obvious that my parents were the biggest cause of my sister's self-esteem issues. They always talked about how smart I was, how I was destined for big things, and they bragged about it to other friends and extended family, but they hardly ever praised my sister. I was pretty fed up with it all, and after graduating high school, I rejected an offer to go to an Ivy League because I did not want my parents' help to pay for my college tuition. I did get acceptance to a decent university which offered me a full ride scholarship, and I accepted that. A year later, my sister got accepted into the same university with almost a full ride scholarship as well.
Nice.
4 months ago, we were at our parents' house for Christmas holidays, and my parents confessed that my sister was a product of an affair that my mother had. They straight up said they will never love her.
Oh my god.
That she was a mistake and that they wanted nothing to do with her anymore now that she was 18. Okay, maybe you're not the a-hole.
No,
It was shocking. My sister was obviously devastated. My sister and I immediately left the next day. Before leaving, I told my parents that they were dead to me and I wanted nothing to do with them anymore. I seriously hated them and I'm not sure why my mum was even crying. Anyways. Anyways, it's been 3 months and my sister and I both taken a break in college for a semester. My sister is still struggling extremely hard, but we've moved in together and it's gotten better the last couple of weeks, and she has also started therapy last week. I'll never contact my parents ever again in spite of all they did for me. I am dead set on that, but I wonder, am I the butthole?
Absolutely not. But who says that?
That is like so traumatic.
That is very traumatic.
Like, why is the daughter getting punished for
Something
the mother's actions?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it takes two to tango.
Yeah.
Like, come on. We're all old enough and...
We're all adults here. We know how babes and babies are made. I did good job.
You did very good job.
I start taking commissions next week.
Did you wanna... Like, this is the gingerbread house. Gingerbread. Nothing, I think it's just peeling off the base. You got chocolate everywhere, dude. Are you gonna have some like music playing? How do you feel about this? Are you happy?
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't do anything because I'm telling you right now, it would not have any, it just would not stay. It would not stand very well at all.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that's used everything. You will notice that there's supposed to be 3 crosses on the actual instructions, whereas Jess made these ginormous ones on the roof.
I didn't realise
There's supposed to be like 3 across there. Look, I'll give you an 8 out of 10, considering it's standing.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's an earthquake test.
But
Awesome.
So
Alright.
yeah, so that was us reading Am I the Buttholes and making a Kit Kat gingerbread house because why not? Thank you guys for watching this video. This will be my video that will go out before Christmas. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to do a whole series like that I normally do, and so I thought we'll do like a longer Christmas video that will come out on Christmas Eve. So if you guys are watching this, we wish you the happiest of Christmases and an awesome New Year. And yeah, so if you guys like this video, make sure you give us a good old thumbs up. Yeah, there we go, that's it. If you like it that much, make sure you subscribe, where the subscribe button, make sure you tickle the notification bell. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Pizza Lord signing off, and this one. Happy Christmas!